following content is brought to you by Social Inform Media. This story is brought to us from Cleveland19.com. And out of Cleveland, Ohio, here's another one where there's an allegation of mental illness, mental health issues, and the person that's alleged to be mentally ill ends up dead at the hands of the police. But a mom says her 32-year-old son was shot and killed by a Cleveland Metropolitan Housing Authority officer early Monday on Cam's Corner. Kimberly Roquemore said the shooting happened around 1 a.m. in the 4600 block of West 174th Street at the Village at Riverside Park. Roquemore said her son Malik Amir Roquemore suffered from mental health issues but was not armed at the time of the shooting. She told 19 News, "My son had schizophrenia and PTSD and saw the cop and started hitting on the cop's face. One thing led to another, and the cop wound up shooting and killing him. My son was unarmed."
The call, loud music being played at West 174th. A CMHA officer arrives to the scene.
There's a male over here flagging me down. I don't know if it's going to be in connection or not.
The police officer opens his door.
What are you doing?
The male immediately started attacking the lone officer, CMHA officer, with his fist. The CMHA officer was able to get to his taser, discharge his taser one time, which had no effect.
Police identify the male as 32-year-old Malik Roquemore, and they say Roquemore continued his attack. Eventually, you see Roquemore run away. The officer pulls his revolver, giving him several warnings.
Get away from me! Get away from me!
Then 2 shots are fired. Roquemore is hit. The officer renders him first aid, but later, he dies.
The officer was also treated for injuries as a result of the attack. The Cleveland Division of Police is leading the investigation. And then they're saying this story is ongoing and will be updated with more details are released. So you can just come back to Cleveland 19 if you want updates. But again, there's another one where they're not giving all that information because, well, we're investigating. We're trying to find out what happened. But the thing is, you have a guy that's schizophrenic with PTSD. A housing authority officer is there. And I know I'm going blindly into this. But look, we've seen this 100 times before. He tases him. He freaks out because of the taser, so he shoots him twice. Unarmed. You know, you get somebody with schizophrenia and PTSD, I get that you have to... I mean, if he's attacking the officer, of course he has to protect himself. But you know, if you're going to tase somebody that's schizophrenic or has mental illness, be prepared, man. Because schizophrenics and people with PTSD and people with these mental health issues aren't like people that don't have mental health issues. You're probably like, thank you, Captain Obvious. No, what I mean is, so you tase a normal guy that's just a criminal that's just out there doing bad stuff, and you tase him and he's like, ow, ow, you know. But if you tase somebody that's schizophrenic, you're going to get a whole different reaction. He can't process it like the guy who doesn't have mental issues has. Because there's another one, somebody had mental health issues. He ends up dead at the hands of the police.